Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Slipstream channel. We are bringing you the final game of the evening in the lower bracket, round number 4, the all-important game. Unfortunately, we can't bring you all of the games going on right now, even though there are 4 spots being battled for in that Vortex League. But we are bringing you this game between NOX Esports and V1CTORY Esports. Both teams been fighting it out. NOX coming from round 1 of that losers bracket, taking every single game up until here in round 4, and this is the final series they need to make that spot. V1CTORY Esports, on the other hand, getting knocked down from that winners bracket in the final round and looking to have a second shot at making it in, and both these teams should be excited. What about you, Victor?
I am very excited as well, since these two teams are very, very good indeed. I don't think I have seen V1CTORY Esports yet. I have seen, actually, never mind. I have seen V1CTORY Esports, how they played, and we already saw how NOX Esports played earlier. And it's going to be very interesting to see how the two teams will be battling it out in this final game, the final chance to move over to uh, just to qualify for Vortex. And let's talk about the prediction. So, Creolix, who do you have your money on?
I'm going to have to back NOX Esports. The last underdogs, GTZ Bulls, they couldn't quite do it, but this time, these guys, NOX, they've made it all the way from that first round to round 4, and I think they can take it all the way.
It's going to be a very tight game, of course. I've seen how V1CTORY Esports play, they're really good. And NOX Esports, to see that they have, come all the way to this point now, from, I believe getting knocked out by Domino Academy earlier on. And
They
it
actually
was.
beat Domino Academy.
Did they?
They got knocked down by August.
Oh, that's my bad. It was Nox Esports who swept Domino
Yeah.
Academy then. Yeah, it was my bad. Yeah, Nox Esports sweeping Domino Academy. Unfortunately, I twisted it. My bad. But yeah, it's going to be very tough. Nox Esports obviously being in the winners bracket and then getting knocked out by Orgulus, and now facing V1CTORY Esports. And I've seen how V1CTORY Esports plays. They're very good. The last time I saw them play, but I do have to go with you though. Coming so far at this point, I don't see Nox Esports going home anytime soon.
Indeed, but it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be another great game for the stream. I think it's gonna be very evenly matched. These two teams. You've got NOX Esports who are fighting hard through that lower bracket. You got V1CTORY who fought through that upper bracket and almost made it in, but just knocked down at that final moment, only to have 1 second shot at redemption. Just been having a few issues getting the lobby setting up, but should be underway soon. So don't get impatient. Victor, what are you looking for this game, from these two teams?
It's going to be very interesting to see how they will be playing. But what I'm looking for is going to be a just great rotations, great offense and defense, of course, just putting up a show for everyone to see and just having a lot of tense moments now and then overtime, and probably like a long overtime as well, depending on how well they feel right now. But of course, it's the losers bracket, or well, lower bracket, and it's a do or die. You lose, you're going home. You win, you proceed and have a chance of getting qualified for the Vortex, the new highest league in Slipstream. But it's going to be interesting. But we're just waiting for the two teams to join. So, Creolix, do you have any expectations?
These guys are players I've seen play in the past. I know that they're good players. I know what they can do. I know what they're capable of, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to see them perform to their full potential today and give us a great show. And it looks like everybody's in and ready to go. So we're just gonna get them kicked off as quickly as we can. Don't want to keep the fans waiting, and hopefully this final series of the evening is gonna end the show with a bang.
Let's hope so as well. But as we see now, going for the last series of the day, V1CTORY Esports against NOX Esports. Two very strong teams fighting to stay alive in the Vortex. Already a Rule 1! IVP stuck in a head-to-head against Razor in the corner there. So it turns to be a 2v2 now. But as we speak now, NKS trying to clear the ball. Fermic already up for it as Aliu trying to clear it, but gets blocked in the process. Aliu going for a shot. Will it go in? A bit too wide, but Messi will make sure it goes wide as well. Messi now putting it to the middle for Fermic. Fermic with a shot. Messi popping it up as now IVP and Razor are finally free from that head-to-head. Now NKS with the ball possession getting blocked by Fermic as IVP now is forced to clear it. Aliu going for a shot a bit too high. Mr. Messi will be clearing it into Fermic. NKS keeping the pressure up.
Yeah, you know, it was interesting. We saw that 2v2 with the Rule 1 going on, and when NOX felt threatened, V1CTORY started getting close to that net. They went and broke the Rule 1 because they wanted that third man in for the extra defense. But so far, it's been pretty uneventful this first minute and a half. You know, just a bit of back and forth thing. I think both teams in this first game trying to feel out the other side and see what they're made of, see what they like to do before they, you know, start putting an attack plan into full effect. But you know, we've had a few close chances, nothing too crazy though, and I'm, you know, hoping to see perhaps some more creative mechanical plays.
Fermic will go for a double touch. He gets it down to Razor, who will be putting it in and extend the lead, or well, claim the lead for V1CTORY Esports.
Yeah, lovely shot for Razor there. Cat sees that both defenders committed for his teammate's double touch, but it was actually a touch onto the backboard and down into his teammate, and really, really smart pass there, in fact, from Thermic to take the lead for the side of V1CTORY.
Razor will be going for another shot, but it gets blocked by Aliu in the process. Now NKS trying to go for a pinch with IVP, can't really get it as IVP now going for a pass to the middle. Fermic will be clearing it to the corner. Aliu will be keeping the pressure up, but Mr. Messi shoots it up to Fermic. Fermic goes for a shot, gets the double possibly, but IVP will be sending it away. NKS getting a tiny flick, but no one from the orange side is there to follow it up. Fermic with a miss, but Razor is there to save his teammates.
Yeah, you know, it's really great the way V1CTORY take that ball when it comes to them and they transfer it into offense so quickly. A lovely pass, it could be a chance to shoot. It's Razor with the finish. Once again, a flawless passing play from the side of V1CTORY here, just showing off what they're made of.
What a drop! Let's just appreciate that. Fermic dropping it perfectly down the middle where no one was, as Razor just easily just puts it in and extends the lead for V1CTORY. That was great team play by the side of V1CTORY. But as we speak, already the pressure is on by V1CTORY, but now cleared by NOX Esports. IVP with a shot, but Aliu would be taking it instead. NKS with a fake, gets a pass, Razor, but not Mr. Messi. Now Aliu taking it to the corner, trying to clear it. He gets it to IVP, but takes it above him as well. Now Aliu trying to find his teammate, gets a slight touch, gets a bomb, but no one is there to capitalize.
Yeah, Aliu putting in a hefty shift there on the ball. You know, a lot of control was seen from him there. He got a couple air dribbles, took it the whole length of the pitch effectively on his own and almost set up the goal. But here's a dunk from Razor, almost finding the third goal from V1CTORY. V1CTORY right now looking really strong, and NOX have had a few great chances, but they are sort of struggling to get things started in the opposing half.
Razor will be going for a backboard pass. He gets it down, but Mr. Messi can't find or can't sneak the ball behind the last defender. Now IVP will be turning back for the shot, blocks Fermic as Razor is already up for the ball. Fermic will be trying to go for a pass. Mr. Messi taking it slow, trying to find his teammates. Goes for a solo play actually. Will it go in? Saved by NKS, and Razor can't block him. Now Thermic once again getting blocked by NKS, unfortunately, as now Mr. Messi will be sending it back, getting bumped in the process as IVP goes for a pass to Aliu. Aliu back to IVP. IVP with a shot saved by Thermic. 30 seconds left on the clock. What will happen next?
NKS trying to get something started for his team. Aliu as well coming in here on the side. Aliu has been a standout player for NOX. You know, they haven't been able to get anything into this net, but you know, he's been trying his utmost to start some plays for his team. But you know, I think this first game was definitely a standout showing from V1CTORY Esports. They definitely looked the dominant side, especially on offense. You know, they played so well. Both their goals just incredible. The first one, that passing play, just pristine. You know, really taking the fence out. The second one, you saw the great double tap pass coming in from Thermic to Razor. You know, their chemistry is really good. That's two players who've been playing, you know, together for a while under a variety of different teams, and now, you know, playing with Mr. Messi under this V1CTORY name. They seem to be doing well, and NOX will have to do something different in that second game to try and get some wins going their way.
Indeed, NOX just a bit less pressure than what V1CTORY had. The defense is pretty good overall by NOX Esports, but it's just the consistency and aggression that needs to get greater, as we have over 11 shots by V1CTORY Esports compared to the 7 shots by NOX Esports.
Yeah, indeed.
Now we move over to game number 2 in beautiful urban central. How will NOX Esports respond? That is the question.
Yeah, indeed. You know, they've had a bit of time to think and, you know, cool off from that first game, and now coming to the second game, they need to kind of get a win here. Otherwise, it's putting them heavily on the back foot.
Indeed, just already a fake comes through by NKS, and he will be sneaking that by the 2 defenders. Oh my, you're disgusting.
Yeah, the demo from his teammate there to drop it, and then the fake was just perfect and just slots it in past that last man. The lead immediately for NOX. They've come into the second game with the right attitude. Clearly, that little break gave them the time they needed, and now they've put V1CTORY on the back foot in this game number 2, and we'll have to see how they respond.
Indeed, it's going to be interesting to see how the V1CTORY side will respond. Indeed, it's already looking better over at the NOX Esports side, as a lot of pressure is getting kept and just been piling up with pressure by the NOX side. But nonetheless, it's going to be interesting to see how the defense of V1CTORY will keep up.
Thermic to take the ball forward for his team. Has one challenger coming in. Bit of a heavy touch from him to give away possession, but Mr. Messi catching up, picking up the reins. Just get bumped off the ball. Razor coming in fast, gets a lovely touch. IVP waiting on the backboard for that one, but you know, consistent pressure is the name of the game for this V1CTORY side, and they've always got a man ready to continue the play. But with a mistouch from Mr. Messi, Razor still able to come in there. A passing play attempt now from NKS. His teammates coming in a bit slow, but that's good enough. As they say, the turtle, you know, slow and steady wins the race sometimes.
NOX Esports will be extending their lead. That is a great passing play by the NOX side. NKS finding IVP in field and just puts it perfectly. Even though IVP was a bit too slow to the ball, it worked out. And like the saying that you said, you know, just taking it slow, it's going to be worth it. But either way, the pressure is still very high, and let's see who would be the one who just falls apart.
A demo to open the way, aggressive positioning there, and Mr. Messi will be the one to finish it off. A lovely play from V1CTORY. You know, when you start to get a bit down, clearly they saw that they weren't going to be outpassing them. So they decided to, break the flow of the other team with that demo, take a goal back, and now they've boosted their morale to come back into this one, reducing that deficit to 1.
That deficit will be going down. 3 minutes left on the clock, enough time to score a lot of goals. But as I speak, Mr. Messi with an air dribble attempt nearly sneaks one in. But the pressure and defense are very high by both teams. No one wants to make a mistake, especially NOX, currently in the lead, does not want to make one silly mistake, which will eventually cost them the game.
Yeah, indeed. Now we've got Ali trying to keep control in the midfield, runs out of boost, it'll be raised to pick up, takes it past one. NKS gets bumped, still makes a bit of a touch, but the possession will go to victory. Mr. Messi, a lovely dunk, but teammates not in that part of the pitch to carry it on. Thermit coming to dodge a dunk there, but still gets a touch, keeping that aggressive play on for victory. The way they keep the ball consistently in that opposing half and build pressure is really impressive.
They don't come through by Mr. Messi, but no one. Oh, sorry, Fermi, but no one is there to follow it up. It's very tense. Both teams showing great defense and great offense. Just both, or the other side tries to break out from their own half, and the other side just tries to keep it in the own half. But now, finally, NOX will find an opening to clear the ball, but Razor now sending it back, but Aliu is there with an interference. It's just great to see how both teams currently are like keeping up to each other, trying to find an opening, creating openings as well with demos, bombs, and just solo plays and everything. But as I speak, IVP nearly sneaks one in, but it just bounces out because Rocket League is deciding to be a douchebag.
He's got to be gutted about that one. That was such a good shot, and it's just come off the corner, as you say. But it's, working out for victory, who are still only 1 goal behind. We head into that final minute. They're coming on the attack now. Razor in the corner has a chance to shoot. He gets a lovely touch. The reaction from the defender was there, but Mr. Messi, great vision from him, comes in, finishes the incredible effort from Razor.
Unfortunate that IVP didn't score earlier, and that is what possibly cost them. But it was just great play by Victory as well, keeping that ball up. The solo play by Razor worked out in his favor, and it just beautifully played.
Thermit coming in with 30 seconds on the clock. Victory trying to close this one out, make it a quick sweep and not have to take it any further. Razor gets the shot and the demo in 1, and immediately Victory take the lead no less than 20 seconds or so after they equalize.
Great 50 there by Razor, getting demoed in the process, but he gets it. He extends the lead for Victory Esports with less than 30 seconds left on the clock. How will NOX respond to this?
NOX about 15 seconds. If they had the time to do anything, now is that time. They won't get another chance. This is their final opportunity. Aliu trying his best, gets dunked out with 6 seconds to go. Victory are playing the time-wasting game, and they're doing a good job of it. Here's a chance though. The bump coming in from Mr. Messi to seal the deal. Victory Esports a clean 3-0 in round number 4 for them. A wonderful play. They were, of course, the team who came down from that winners bracket, so perhaps you could say they had the edge in this one from the start, but it was a great fight from NOX nonetheless. Definitely a team that could have perhaps taken the win if it was in their favor a bit more today, but clearly they weren't able to bring out the fight, and congratulations to Victory for claiming their spot.
Indeed, congratulations. Was that the final game or was that the second game? I can't tell. It's very confusing right now, but either way, I believe it is. We're moving. Yeah, that was
My bad.
Creolix, don't confusing me. Yes, Anyways, we're moving to match point. Victory Esports didn't claim it yet. 2-0 for them in the series though. It's going to be interesting to see how NOX Esports will respond to that. Will it be a reverse sweep, or will Victory Esports just shut it down at a lightning speed?
Yeah, indeed. That's my mistake. So it's over, but no, you're right. There's more games. NOX still have a chance to come back. They are, however, looking at that match point for the opposing team, which is rough to handle because, you know, it's very dangerous. It means all the pressure's on their shoulders. They make one mistake, you know, they're going to really regret that. And Victory have a bit of leeway to kind of, you know, play a bit more relaxed, a bit more confident in themselves because they know they've got that cushion.
Now, as we speak, Fermic already on the counter attack, getting a great block by Ali. Ooh, great shot by NKS, trying to follow up Aliu's good pass, but now Mr. Messi on the counter attack gets it to the middle. No one is there to follow up. Fermic tried his best but couldn't do much with it. Fermic now putting in front of Razor. Razor unfortunately getting blocked by Aliu. Mr. Messi already high on the ball. A demo comes out by Aliu as Fermic now trying to keep the pressure up. Going for a pass, getting blocked by NKS. Mr. Messi nearly drops it down, but IVP is there with a block. Razor putting it to the corner. NKS is already there as Fermic now getting blocked by NKS. That ball goes middle. IVP! Will it be the one who strikes first?
Yeah, Thermic, bit of a heavy touch, gets catched out by NKS. IVP, great speed from him, pops it past Mr. Messi, that third man not able to rotate in quick enough, and NOX a great start to game 3 for them. They've got that opening goal. You know, it's not enough to guarantee the win, but it's definitely enough to, you know, lift a little bit of the weight off their shoulders. They can play a bit more confident now. They can start to really ease into the flow of this game and take the fight to victory.
IVP getting caught in net, but Ali will help him out happily. As now Mr. Messi will be sending it back into the orange half. NKS into Ali. Ali trying to find his other teammate, goes for a little solo play, but Fermic is there and sends it into the corner. Both Razor and Fermic is on the ball, but Razor will be taking it, and Ali tries to center it once more. Mr. Messi with a shot saved by IVP as Ali now regains the possession, puts it into Fermic. Unfortunately, as NKS now tries to clear Mr. Messi into IVP, but it's very, very tight.
Yeah, Thermic now looking to get a chance for his teammates. This Victory Esports side do have 3 minutes left on the clock. You know, it's a lot of time, and as we saw last game, it's a lot they can do with that time. But you know, always a brilliant passing play. What shot placement coming out from Thermic there. The pass from Razor absolutely pristine as well. Just drops it to his teammate. The sort of double commit. You know, that third man really shouldn't be jumping for the ball and ends up getting punished severely for it. Victory Esports now bringing it back neck and neck.
Fermic with a great kickoff. Razor will take that possession, tries to pass it to the middle. It does so. Mr. Messi will get a little pinch, but Aliu is quick on the response. Now IVP trying to clear it. Fermic already there. IVP dropping it down, but NKS there with a block. Now Fermic dropping it down dangerously in front of the orange net. Mr. Messi with a shot a bit too high. Aliu will clear it away. Razor sends it back into the orange half. Goes for a demo. IVP with a miss. Mr. Messi will capitalize on his mistake.
Lovely shot from Mr. Messi there, you know. Sees the miss, sees NKS going a bit too slow and just fully punishes the defense for their, you know, overzealousness on that back line. And now Victory Esports in the lead for the first time this game, having brought it back neck and neck. 2 minutes on the clock, so NOX have a lot of time, but there's a lot of pressure on them right now, and an incredible save from Mr. Messi there to alleviate the build-up of that attack. And, you know, as I was trying to say, there's a lot of weight on the shoulders of NOX, but they managed to do brilliantly. Aliu finding the bottom corner.
Aliu will be the one who equalizes the game for NOX Esports. 1 minute and 51 seconds left. Will we see an overtime or will Victory shut it down? Now, as I speak, IVP with a pass to Aliu. Aliu going for the mid pass, but Razor is there with a clear. NKS now taking it in his own corner. Faking Fermic as he tries to get it past the other defender. Now Aliu with a clear, empty in the tank, but steals Razor's boost. IVP going for a shot. He gets it, but Fermic is there on the defense.
Razor coming in now, looking to start something, heading towards that final minute, still tied up. But despite it being tied, this tie actually kind of favors the Victory Esports side, because they have the comfortable cushion of 2-0 in this series. And while they would prefer, of course, to take this series with a sweep, they know that even if they don't come out on top in this game, they still have a lot, 2 more chances, to win, even with a bit more comfortability.
NKS! Oh dear, sorry for cutting you out there, but that was just too insane. The dunk comes through by NKS, and it extends the lead for NOX Esports.
Yeah, brilliant job by them. As I was saying, their tie isn't favored in there, to them. They get that goal, they take the weight off their shoulders, and all the pressure in this game is back on Victory.
The game now is back on Victory. How will they respond? That is a really good question. NKS nearly putting it into his own net. Now Aliu with a clear gets it past 2 defenders. Razor as the last defender gets it past him. Now NKS trying to clear and Mr. Messi is just in the way. Goes for a midfield pass, he gets it, but Fermic gets blocked by NKS. Now Mr. Messi going for a shot, 10 last seconds. Now Razor back to the middle. Mr. Messi with a shot a bit too high as it bounces out. We near that 0-second mark. The ball is still up. Fermic keeps it alive, but a soft touch and the ball drops. NOX Esports stays alive.
Such a close chance there at the end. Mr. Messi, I think, jumping the gun a bit, cutting his teammate off, and it was a great shot nonetheless, but not quite on target. Victory losing their first game in this series. It's now 2-1 to them. But as I was saying, they had that cushion. They still have that cushion, but NOX gaining a bit of momentum now. They've won that first game. They know it can be done, so perhaps a bit of a boost for them.
I just wanted to give a very proud, shout out to our amazing sponsor, Gedalians. They are a great org who will be happily sponsoring ECC for another season, which is, amazing. Having them sponsor us for another season is just the best thing that we can ever afford currently.
Yeah, they are, of course, very generous. They've sponsored the last 2 seasons of ECC, and now this season again. And just a reminder before we get into the next game of this series, teams that have already qualified for the 5th and 6th spots in the Vortex League are Ignite Esports taking a forfeit win over Fish, and HWE Esports able to beat Domino Academy 3-2. Domino Academy unfortunately not able to make it through, but HWE Esports taking that final spot. And now game number 4 kicking off between Victory and NOX. We'll see Victory take early aggression to their opponents. Razor popping that ball high, looking to go for a double touch, beats him out in the 50. Thermic popping into the middle for Mr. Messi, but does get beaten out in the 50, and IVP will look to transfer that pressure forwards.
Great defense already by the NOX side, just great offense as well by Victory. But as I say that, Mr. Messi with a whiff as NKS will score for NOX Esports.
I think just that was such an unexpected play. Victory weren't ready for it. The team sort of bump slash shot off the roof comes in. Mr. Messi can't react, and NOX take the lead in game number 4. It's exactly what they needed to do when they're behind a bit. Razor trying to get a shot off, sends it a bit too high. Another banger from NOX, but side of the net this time. They are looking to play aggressive, get a 2-goal lead at the start, and almost works out for them, but the defense from Victory quite solid right now. Mr. Messi into the middle for Thermic, goes for a banger, but just misses his opportunity.
Just very small, unfortunate, misreads by Victory. Though their defense is really good currently, it's just the offense currently and just following each other's shots is the problem, and just keeping the pressure up and just shooting it. But as I speak now, LU with a great save and IVP with a clear. But of course, it's just really intense to see how both teams are currently reacting to each other. It is very important. If a Victory can't shut the door now, it might be too late in game 5, as it will affect them a lot. Instead of having a cushion, they will be walking on fire.
Yeah, indeed. Hot coals for Victory. Mr. Messi now trying to take that pressure and transfer into an attack. A flick attempt gone awry. Thermic will be able to push that ball forwards. Goes for another touch. Does win the 50 sort of. NKS beaten up Demo onto Razor after he picks up that 100. Mr. Messi getting blocked out now. IVP trying to back pass. Ends up going a bit heavily. Thermic double touch, not quite what he was looking for in that situation. Perhaps an alley-oop. Now going forwards, Mr. Messi will be the one to stop that attack in its tracks. Thermic, a lovely bump, takes the pressure off his team, but a demo onto Mr. Messi keeps NOX Esports on the attack, looking like a much more aggressive side right now, and it seems to be working out for them. Aliyu. Great pass forwards now. NOX looking to go into the offensive. There will be Victory to try and stop that. A lot of demos this game coming out. I think, NOX perhaps trying to, open up space. They think that, if they can't quite beat Victory in speed, they'll just have to use these demos and aggressive plays to take them out instead.
My mic was muted when I was about to talk as well, but it was unfortunate. Either way, it does look like the both teams are struggling a bit, but it's working out for them either way, because nor have they conceded or just scored. But it's just ping pong, trying to find each other's weakness, maybe trying to open some opportunities for each other as well. Mini bumps now and then as well, and it's just so far ping pong.
Indeed, Mr. Messi now as that third man, trying to alleviate some pressure, pushing that ball forwards. Victory Esports seem to slow down a little bit. Not quite the dominant team they were at the start, but it's a great pass from Thermic. Razor, the finishing touch. Lovely stuff to equalize just as we head into this final minute.
Great stuff. Ali, you couldn't find a better touch than that one, as Razor will happily take it over him and put it behind him where the net is and equalize the game. Great pass by Thermic, of course, putting the opposition just awkward.
Indeed, now NOX looking to go forwards. Aliyu missing the touch there. Razor picking up the reins. Thermic, lovely attacking play. IVP with 0 boost will have to pull out, but it was enough to scare away the Victory Esports players. A dunk for NKS almost goes in, and he manages to get the second shot. Once again, NOX in the lead with 30 seconds.
NKS, brilliant 50 in front of the net, and it sneaks it behind Razor as well. 34 seconds left on the clock. NOX Esports is the one who is leading, but straight off the kickoff now, ball goes into the orange half.
Victory seemed to have slowed down from their earlier performance. They were looking super solid. His IVP going all the way, not quite. Thermic cutting him out at the end of his flight. NKS can't quite get his shot on target. Only 10 seconds to go. Victory need to score now, or it will be a game 5. NOX doing a standout job of pulling themselves back into this series. Aliyu slowing down the play in the final moments. perhaps sealing the deal. Thermic has 100 boost, tries to keep the ball high. It's working for them so far. He has it in the corner. Here's a chance to pass. Cut out by the defender. Here's a shot. Oh my word!
Oh
That
my
was so
word.
close.
Yo,
That
that
was
was... What happened? What?
That's going to
What
be
was
a heart-wrenching moment for victory. The ball about a millimeter out of the net there at the end of game number 4. And now NOX just barely clinching on to take us into game number 5 in this series.
That sweep curse has now been broken, well, a while ago, but we might see a reverse sweep. It's game 5 now. It's looking like it's going to be a bit too late for Victory Esports now, but they're gonna be kicking themselves right now. They could have ended this.
I'm still thinking about that shot. That is, oh my gosh, that is so unfortunate for that to happen. But I'm excited to see a game 5 from these two teams, two really solid teams, very evenly matched, and taking it all the way to the end. I wouldn't expect anything else from them. It's going to be the final game to decide which of these teams takes the final spot in the Vortex League. The other 7 spots having already been taken. I'll announce the teams after this game, but for now we're going to get things started and see which of these teams is going to come out on top.
We move over to our first ever and last game number 5 in this stream. Who will it be who walks home? Will it be Victory Esports, or is it NOX Esports who walks home empty-handed? Now let's find out, as Fermic already putting a lot of pressure up, but IVP is there with a clear already. That's bouncing in front of the blue net, but no one is there to follow up. Aliu with a great save. Fermic's already up for the ball, touches it a bit awkwardly into Mr. Messi as Aliu tries to clear it. IVP with a great follow-up. Dunks Fermic as well, goes for a demo but can't find one as Fermic now clears it down the line. No one is there from the blue side to follow up.
Is Aliu, as you say, trying to get something started. Here's a chance. Oh, so close from Mr. Messi. I see what he tried to do there. Good mechanical eye, but just couldn't quite put it into the net. Thermic instead trying to carry it the whole way. Will get denied by Aliu. Neither team having got a goal in the first minute, but of course the caster's curse strikes as I say that. NKS taking the lead for NOX once again. And so far in this series, it is the team that has taken the first goal who's won that game. And if that pattern continues in this 5th game, it will be NOX taking the win. We'll have to see if Victory are able to break that.
Mr. Messi now on the counter attack, tries to get it past one. A double commit occurs. It's Fermic who is last man, gets the block. Aliu, will it be extending the lead for NOX Esports in this final game?
Yeah, such a good catch from him. Thermic really, he was working hard there. He got left to defend 2 really solid hits on his own. The teammates not quite able to rotate in time, and he just couldn't quite defend that second shot from Aliu. It was a very well placed hit, and NOX now 2 goals in the lead. They've secured a comfortable lead in this final game, and Victory are going to have to really put in some work.
IVP already on the counter attack, passes it to Aliu. Aliu with a shot. Fermic is there with a block, and KS already high on it. Can't get the double touch, pops it into the backboard, but no one is there to follow up. IVP gets a fake on Mr. Messi. Mr. Messi going for a shot, but Aliu is there in defense. A pass comes through by Fermic, and it's Razor will be the one who scores it.
Yeah, that was such a great pass by Thermic, just landing on the wall, immediately popping over the defense, and Razor ready and waiting, bringing that deficit down to 1 goal. Victory already doing the effort to try and bring this back to a tied game with 3 minutes on the clock. A reset attempt from IVP goes awry, and Mr. Messi will be the one to transfer pressure back to the other side. Thermic has a chance to shoot an open net. Now it's a lovely place shot, but Aliu will make a great save.
Great plays by two teams right here. Demo comes through by Aliyu as Mr. Messi trying to clear it. Firmly getting blocked by Aliyu once again. Now Aliyu centering it to NKS. NKS popping it down by in the backboard, but Razor is there with a block. Now trying to clear it. Aliyu is just in the way. Now Mr. Messi into Firmic as Firmic tries to get it past NKS but can't do so. Aliyu goes to for a pass into NKS. NKS getting blocked by Mr. Messi. Now Aliyu, another attempt on a shot. Mr. Messi already with another save.
Razor trying to come off that backboard, make something happen. Doesn't work. Mr. Messi, a weak shot there, unable to get anything started, but buys the time he needs for his teammates to rotate back. Mr. Messi coming in to intercept that pass off the corner. IVP trying to transfer this pressure to the other side. NKS will get a hit, but it will be his teammates who are going to take it forwards. Mr. Messi into Razor. Razor goes up, gets a touch down, but it's not enough to keep possession for his team. V1CTORY Esports, with a minute and a half on the clock, are still 1 goal behind. They need to do something fast.
Indeed, they do need to do something quick or it will be too late for them. As Razor now getting it past Mr. Messi, but NKS will keep the pressure up. Aliyu with a pass to IVP. Firmic drops it down, but Razor is there to block Aliyu's attempt. Now Mr. Messi getting blocked by NKS. IVP now getting it past one. Aliyu going for a pass, gets it. NKS is there, but it will just bounce on the crossbar and out, and Aliyu can't drop it harder enough.
That could have been a really good chance for NOX Esports to seal the deal here, because a 2-goal lead would have been great. And his Razor double tap attempt, he gets it, he just misses the net. So close. That could have been a great way to equalize for his team, but now they're still stuck on that back foot with 30 seconds on the clock. This could be a reverse sweep we see from NOX Esports.
Let's not give our hopes yet, as it is still 20 seconds and it's just 1 goal that separates the two teams. NKS with a missed touch, now bump on Mr. Messi as Razor going for a pass. No one from the blue side is there to follow up. IVP will clear it. 9 seconds left on the clock. Will NOX Esports do it? Will they do it? They do it! They first sweep V1CTORY Esports.
What a series, man. Wow, V1CTORY Esports looks so dominant in those first 2 games. I think especially that first game really came out speedily and really took the fight to NOX, showed them what's what. But then we saw that turning point in game 3, which was a super close game. Either of those teams could have taken it, but in the end it was NOX who took it. And that was the beginning of the end for them, because they got that momentum boost, they got that morale boost. They saw what they could do when they put their mind to it. And then game 4, game 5, they came out. All of these games, in fact, I believe every game in the series, if I'm not mistaken, was within 1 goal, which is so close for every scoreline. But NOX Esports, the ones who came out on top, so congratulations to them. And now, just saying that, every other game in lower bracket round 4 has finished, and we can now announce the 8 teams who have qualified for the Vortex through these closed qualifiers. And in no particular order, they are August, Trinitas Esports, Damage Inc., Dark Cats, Big Iron, NOX Esports, Ignite Esports, and HWE Esports.
What a stream this has been. So many great potential players and teams that we have seen so far. Unfortunately, there were a lot of teams that had to walk home empty-handed, but don't give your hopes yet. If you want to support them, they will be still, hopefully, be playing in the ECC. And I believe if you do win in the Champions Division, you will be promoted into the Vortex. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I think that is how it goes. Of course, there is all the divisions of ECC that we had last season still going on this season. The Vortex is just a newer addition, even more competition for those who are, were too good for the Champs Division, all the way down to Div 4. More ECC action will be happening with the Season 8 kicking off very soon, but this stream will be coming to a conclusion. Thanks once again, of course, to our sponsors, Gadalians, for sponsoring this season. They make everything possible. They give the prizes that you guys are fighting for. So huge thanks to them. And shout out to all the production crew, Victor, of course, Cheesecake for running the whole stream, and all the other casters before myself. Any final words, Victor?
Indeed, I do have a final word, and it is about tournament. If you use the code, well, we have a partnership with Matcherino, and if you use the code ECC8, you will be adding $0.5 for free into the prize pool of ECC. So don't forget to do that. And that's been it from me, I guess. Thank you, Creolix, for joining me for tonight's stream. And thank you, everyone who has been watching this whole Vortex close qualifiers. And I wish you all a good night.